Green card numbers are running out. What you need to know now. As we approach the end of the fiscal year, immigrant visa numbers are disappearing faster than many expected. We are in the final stretch before the U.S. government resets its annual visa allocation. If you are waiting for a green card or immigrant visa, the next 2 months could define your timeline. The fiscal year for U.S. immigration ends on September 30th. That means any remaining visas for this year must be issued before then, or they are lost until the next allocation begins in October. When categories hit their caps before the year's end, backlogs can grow instantly. That's when cutoff dates in the Visa Bulletin shift, some categories become unavailable, and issuance pauses until new numbers arrive. Today, we'll explain why this happens, which categories are affected most, what to do if your interview is scheduled during a shortage, and how to position yourself for fast approval once numbers reset. Why visa numbers disappear before October. Every immigrant visa category has an annual numerical limit set by Congress. The State Department manages these numbers month by month, guided by demand patterns, embassy capacity, and worldwide allocation rules. Family-based categories like F2A for spouses and children of green card holders, and F4 for siblings of U.S. citizens, have heavy demand year-round. When demand spikes late in the year, they can reach their caps early. Employment-based categories like EB-2 and EB-3 are also vulnerable to late-year shortages. Their limits are shared across multiple countries, so surges from one region can affect availability everywhere. Once a category's annual limit is reached, it is marked unavailable in the Visa Bulletin. If demand is just slightly over target, the State Department may retrogress the cutoff date instead. Retrogression means the date moves backwards, so fewer applicants are eligible for issuance until the new year. It's a tool used to control the pace of visa usage in real time. In short, the State Department uses the final 2 months of the year to make sure they don't overshoot the cap. That means more sudden changes to the Visa Bulletin than at other times. Why October 1st changes everything. October 1st is the start of the new U.S. fiscal year. On this day, all annual visa allocations reset, and the State Department recalculates cutoff dates for each category and country. In many years, the October Visa Bulletin brings forward movement for categories that were previously retrogressed or unavailable. This allows consulates and USCIS to issue visas to waiting applicants. For those who already completed their interviews, this is the moment when issuance often happens quickly. If your passport is with the embassy, you may receive it back with the visa within days. However, not every category moves in October. Some remain tight if demand is still high, but the general pattern is that more cases can be issued once the new allocation begins. This is why it's so important to be fully ready before October. A completed, approvable case moves much faster than one still waiting for documents or background checks. What it means if your priority date is affected. Your priority date is your place in line for a visa. When it's earlier than the Visa Bulletin's final action date for your category and country, a visa number can be issued. If your date is later, you must wait. That's true even if you have completed every other step, from document submission to background checks. The visa cannot be issued without a number. Late in the year, even those with previously current dates can be pushed back by retrogression. This happens when the number of documentarily qualified cases exceeds the remaining supply. It's important to understand that this is not a denial. Your case remains ready, but issuance will resume only when your date is again current, often in October or soon after. The same rule applies to adjustment of status cases inside the United States. USCIS cannot approve a green card without an available visa number in your category for your priority date. What to do if you already have an interview scheduled. If you are scheduled for an interview and your category retrogresses before your appointment, do not cancel. Attending the interview is still essential to move your case forward. Consular officers can complete your eligibility review, confirm your documents, and resolve any pending issues. When visa numbers reopen, your case will be among the first to be issued. Some embassies may keep your passport after the interview if they expect numbers to return soon. This is a positive sign. They are preparing to issue as quickly as possible when supply resumes. If you need your passport for urgent travel, you can request it back. The embassy will explain how to return it when the visa is ready for printing. For adjustment cases inside the U.S., attend all scheduled USCIS appointments. If your case is otherwise ready, USCIS can approve it quickly when your date becomes current again. The worst mistake at this stage is skipping your interview or ignoring appointment notices. That can push you to the back of the line, adding months to your timeline unnecessarily. Life after the interview without a visa number. If your category is unavailable, you may leave the interview without a visa in your passport. This is frustrating but normal in the final weeks of the fiscal year. Your case is placed in an approved pending visa number status. This means you have cleared all eligibility requirements, but the consulate or USCIS must wait for new numbers to finalize issuance. When the new fiscal year starts, or when the Visa Bulletin advances, these cases are prioritized. Since your file is already complete, the final step can happen quickly once a number is available. For many, the wait is only a few weeks. Others may wait longer if their category remains heavily oversubscribed, but you avoid repeating the interview or resubmitting documents in most situations. If you receive instructions to update documents like medical exams or police certificates during this wait, comply quickly. That ensures no further delays when a number becomes available. How to stay ready while you wait. First, ensure your case is documentarily qualified at the National Visa Center if you are applying through a consulate. That means all required forms and documents are accepted and in the system. Second, keep time-sensitive documents valid. Police certificates and medical exams often have expiration dates. If they expire while you wait, you may be asked to submit new ones before issuance. Third, monitor the Visa Bulletin every month. The final action dates chart determines when a visa can be issued. Even small forward movements can open the door for your case. Fourth, respond immediately to any communication from the embassy, NVC, or USCIS. Delays in your response can cause you to miss narrow windows of visa availability. Fifth, maintain flexibility for travel if you are outside the US. Some embassies move quickly once numbers become available, and short notice appointments may be offered. Finally, avoid making assumptions based on other people's cases. Demand, embassy workload, and country limits vary. The only reliable indicators are your own priority date and the monthly Visa Bulletin. Stay ready, not stressed. Visa shortages at the end of the fiscal year are a normal part of the immigration system. Retrogressions, unavailable statuses, and temporary pauses in issuance happen almost every September. The key is not to panic or make rash decisions. Attend your interviews, keep your documents valid, and stay in communication with the agency handling your case. If your interview happens during a shortage, think of it as securing your place in line. Once the fiscal year resets, your readiness can put you at the front for immediate action. October can bring relief, but being ready before then is what determines how quickly you benefit when numbers return. Cases that are complete and approvable move first, often without further delay. So stay informed, track your priority date, and prepare for the possibility that your green card or visa could be issued shortly after the new year begins. That's the real advantage of readiness. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon for future updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.